Graham, which is lucky for the Knights because it could have been a big turnover.
Well, it's a good call by Bernie Kukar. Bernie Kukar, the referee tonight, has a lot of NFL experience. He's consistent, he's concise, and runs a pretty good football game. Look at Bob Liljedahl, the kicker. And Shelton is deep for Montreal. Low snap. Liljedahl gets it up. He's going for the corner, tries to pooch it inside the 10. And Shelton, who drops it, downs it at the 8. A 26-yard punt, and Montreal once again will start its offensive series with poor field position. It's 7-0 Knights.
If you look at the defensive secondary of Montreal, they're playing man coverage straight across the board. They have 7 guys inside, and they're trying to put pressure on the Knights defense, and they're challenging them. You see right here, no middle safety. They're playing man coverage, tight man coverage, and they get pressure, almost cause a fumble.
So it's first down Montreal. They start inside their own 10. This is the 3rd offensive series for the machine. They have been absolutely non-productive. 2 tight ends in for Montreal. Harris breaks 1 arm tackle and slithers across the 10 to the 11. Doug Miklas with the tackle. Miklas could be perhaps the most consistent lineman for the Knights thus far. He's out of Portland State. 6'1", 260-pounder.
It's just a straight running play to the right side of the Montreal machine with Elroy Harris. There's a little gap there open. Mickelson makes a nice arm tackle, bringing down Elroy Harris. An arm tackle usually doesn't bring down Elroy Harris, but it did in this case.
2nd down and 7 on the 11. Sweeney to his big tight end Jennings, and Jennings has a first down at the 21-yard line. Ellis Dillahunt made the tackle, but big Keith Jennings hooked in that open zone and made the catch.
Well, the crowd's excited because the Montreal machine and Kevin Sweeney finally complete a pass, and they're starting to get something going offensively. Jennings runs a curl route inside the linebacker in a little seam there and tries to get just in a dead area. You see right here, he finds the hole in the zone coverage, comes back to the ball. Kevin Sweeney, nice pass for the first down.
First down, Harris, left side, breaks the tackle, and is out to the 27-yard line. There is a flag. So Keith Jennings electrifies the crowd with his catch. Keith Jennings is the brother of Stanford Jennings of the Bengals.
We have holding number 86 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Number 86 is K.D. Dunn, the other tight end.
Well, they're stopping themselves offensively after they have a successful play. Now they get holding and they get pushed back 10 more yards, and it's going to be 1st and 20. K.D. Dunn, who had the responsibility of blocking Santos, number 52, the right outside linebacker for the Knights, tried to hold to help his blocking assignment, and it didn't work. He gets caught.
First down and 20 at the 10. Sweeney overthrown in the direction of Willie Snead. 7-0 Knights. Machine backed up. Let's go to New York.
Thanks, Tim. Just 3 minutes after opening kickoff, Frankfurt scores first against the top defense team in the league. Tony Baker, the touchdown maker, takes it 3 yards and just squeezes in over the line. For the TD, it's Frankfurt 7-0 over Sacramento.
Sweeney just threw a long pass to Mike Cador. He made the catch, but they ruled he was out of bounds. He was working on Anthony Parker, and I'll tell you what, Dan, I thought he had a speed in.
From up here, it looked like he did have 2 feet in. Just tried to run a straight go route down the sideline. Anthony Parker turned, trying to locate the ball. The ball's thrown outside. Looks like he's in bounds.
I thought it was a catch.
Nice catch, though, by Mike Cador, adjusting to the ball. It was over his outside shoulder. He located it well and made the catch.
Dwayne Gandy, the side judge, was right there, ruled it incomplete. Third down. They need a ton. Sweeney scrambles out, throws across his body to his tight end, K.D. Dunn. And they either rule it incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down and long, and they'll have to punt again. Take another look at Kaddour's catch.
Looking at it from this angle, first of all, it's a nice catch because it's over his right shoulder and he fades to make it. And you see right here, looks like both legs come down in bounds. Well, his left leg doesn't hit in bounds, but if his knee touches, it kind of equals that left foot. Questionable call.
I think what Dwayne Gandy, the side judge, was looking at, did he have control of the football before he hit out of bounds?
Well, that's quite possible that he did not have control of the football.
A look at Philanda Newton, number 49, who's shaken up. He's out of Texas Christian. Had a fine year. 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. And there's a look at Mike Kaddour. So Chris Moore, the punter, comes on. He had his first one blocked. His second one went for 40 yards. And again, he's standing in his own end zone, right in the middle of the R on Montreal. He's had a look at Quinnell Burbidge, who's deep.
10 guys on the line again. Looks like they're going to go for the block.
A high tail wagger. Burbidge waits at the 45. Gives ground and tries to get behind the wall to midfield and into Montreal territory. So a 45-yard punt by Moore, a 6-yard return by Burbidge, and the Knights have excellent field position and the lead. 7-0, New York, New Jersey. Good crowd in Montreal tonight watching the World League football. Do a little repair down there. Either that or take a breather. Climate control, very comfortable in here tonight.
It's a huge stadium.
The weather in Montreal has been sensational. A little chill in the air, which brings out the Pittsburgh and Dan Marino.
Not bad weather every now and then when you're in Florida so much with all that heat, Tim.
You'd like that for camp, wouldn't you? A little chill.
Gets you in shape.
First down, Knights. Graham with a quick release
Wide
over
open.
the middle. Kip Lewis wide open at the 30. Inside the 10, and Kip Lewis will score. A 64-yard touchdown. Graham to Kip Lewis. Mouse Davis had Lewis with the Detroit Lions. He likes him. He's out of Arizona. 5'10", 170 pounds. Perfect fit for the run and shoot of Mouse Davis.
You see Jeff Graham rolling to his left right here. It has to be a blown coverage. It's a half roll. Nice read. He sees Kip Lewis come wide open down the middle. Montreal Machine does not have a free safety in the middle of the field. They've been challenging the receivers of the Knights. Consequently, if they blow a coverage, a guy's going to come wide open. It was a big play for a touchdown.
Liljadal holds. Belai knocks it through. And how about the Knights?
They've dominated so far in the first half with a special teams touchdown and a big throw by Graham. Up and down the middle because both safeties cover the flat route. You see him coming down right here and freeze it right here. You see both safeties coming to cover this guy, leaving Kip Lewis wide open for the touchdown. Obviously, it's a blown coverage in the secondary. Without a free safety, this is going to happen.
Belai's kick is short, and again, it goes out of bounds. Right now, let's go downstairs. Here's Mick.
Thanks, Tim. I'm here with Kip Lewis. Kip, before the game, Mouse Davis said to me, it's not quite worked yet, the run and shoot. Has the run and shoot come of age now in the World League?
You know, we just had a lot of problems. You know, we haven't had things working too well, and people got down on us. But, you know, we keep working hard, and, you know, we're going to get it together, and hopefully, you know, this is the start of something.
On that play, what hope opened up for you?
Well, no one covered me, basically. I just ran through the seam uncovered. The quarterback made a good read. The line did a good job blocking, and we got the, you know, got a touchdown out of it.
All right, well, congratulations. I hope it opens up a lot more. Back up to you, Tim.
Hey, Mick, that's my kind of drive. One play, 64 yards. It took 38 seconds. Graham now 3 for 6 passing, 119 yards, and the run and shoot finally has a touchdown pass. First down, Montreal. And Sweeney is decked immediately. Boy, I want to tell you, David E. Dean came through untouched. That's his second sack of the night.
Tim, this has to be a blown assignment. Sweeney might have been trying to check off at the line. One of the linemen, offensive linemen from Montreal, probably didn't pick this up. The left guard does not come out of his stance. Maybe he didn't hear the stance, and Sweeney gets sacked.
He's still in his stance.
Yeah, he's standing in his stance.
Second and 15. Again, a flag flies. Sweeney drills it and has it complete to Willie Snead. If the flag is against the Knights, it's a first down. But I believe it's against Montreal.
Number 64 on the offense, holding.
That's against Bob Kula, 64, the All-American out of Michigan State.
Kula's had a rough 2 plays in a row. Last play, he couldn't get out of his stance, and now this play, holding.
7th round draft pick last year by Seattle, 6'3", 281-pounder. Look at Jacques Dussault. Second down and 25 on the 20. What do you have down there, Mick?
Tim, it looks like down here, listening to the D line, they're saying they're picking up. They know what Sweeney's quick count is. And it looks like they are now getting sacks. They're jumping off quickly because they're picking that up. It must be nice for the Knights to be making sacks rather than taking them.
Boy, that is a switch you made.
Sweeney's going to have to start making some plays. The Knights have 11 guys on the line of scrimmage. They're showing blitz.
5 defensive backs that come with the blitz, and Sweeney sacked again.
He takes a big hit. Kevin Sweeney right here. They had 11 guys on the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to give him a break. They won't call it a sack. They say he got it off in time and that it was an incompleted pass. He still took
Joe Herring. Here's Joe Herring, who wants to blitz the Montreal machine from the outside. You see a big hit on Kevin Sweeney.
That was almost a fumble.
Well, they have 11 guys on the line of scrimmage again. It looks like they're going to come with the blitz again on 3rd and 25.
The hit was by Craig Schlichting. It's 3rd down and 25, and look out, here they come again. Shuffle pass to K.D. Dunn, and Dunn's to the 24-yard line.
Well, the defense of the Knights show 11 up on the line of scrimmage, show blitz, and then back out of it and play zone. It wasn't. The protection was not there for Montreal. He did not have much time to throw it. Kevin Sweeney dumps it off to K.D. Dunn for a short gain.
Chris Moore with his 4th punt of the night. And Burbage will be standing at the 33-yard line to receive it.
They're running out of time.
Moore with a strong leg takes Burbage all the way back to the 24-yard line. Cornell Burbage with a stutter step to the 30. 51-yard punt, 6-yard return. Right now, let's go to Diana Nyad.
All right, Tim, out in Sacramento, moments after Frankfurt's opening TD, they fumble on the snap. Defensive end Kubani Colombo from Zaire picks it up. He gallops 64 yards to put Sacramento on the board. They miss the extra point, so Frankfurt holds on to the lead 7-6.
First down, Knights. Graham 3 for 6 passing, 119 yards. Has another completion here. It's Kip Lewis. Lewis has the first down the sidelines and is finally knocked out of bounds in Montreal territory.
Huddle up, let's go.
Gain of 22, and Quentin Jones knocks him out.
Coach Dussault has talked about how the strength of his defense has been the secondary and that he was going to challenge the receivers of the Knights and play some man coverage. So far, it has worked against them, playing the man coverage, and the Knights are coming up with some big plays.
25 seconds remain in the first quarter, a quarter which has been dominated by the winless Knights. Graham to throw again on first down, does to Lewis. Lewis to the 42-yard line. Or Serio Jackson, the nickelback. Number 36 takes him down.
No.
You see Jeff Graham is having some problems now with receiver in his helmet. Mouse Davis has the transistor trying to talk to his quarterback, and Graham says he's got problems. That's the end of the first quarter. with a score. The Knights 14, Montreal nothing. London tries to rule North America. Join us Monday night for more World League football when the Monarchs of London, 3-0 unbeaten, meet the Birmingham Fire. Or Roman Gabriel Skyhawks play host to San Antonio. Our coverage begins 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Check your local listings right here on USA Network. This is Wilkerson, big hole, left side on 2nd down and 4. He's got 1st down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line and finally knocked out by Jones. Tempers Claire a little bit. I think Montreal is frustrated, and well, they should be.
It's a weak side trap play to Wilkerson. One of the few running plays that they have in the offense, in this run and shoot offense of the New Jersey Knights. See Wilkerson coming to the left side here. Quentin Jones trying to make the tackle. Gets a little over aggressive and runs him out of bounds pretty hard. But no call.
I think that's a good no call. 1st down and 10 at the 26 for the Knights. Graham. Wide open is Gilbreth, and Gilbreth's inside the 5 to the 1-yard line. 24-yard completion.
Lofton is down.
And he's holding his shoulder.
Excellent catch by Gilbreth in the crowd right here. Graham lofts it a little bit instead of throwing it on the line. And into the picture right here comes Gilbreth making the catch with 3 defensive backs around him. Good concentration to gain a 24 yards down to the 2-yard line.
Holmes with the tackle. Lofton got his shoulder on the hard turf. 1st and goal, Knights. Wilkerson straight ahead. No signal yet. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Carter and Putzer on the tackle. It's just that close.
It's a quick dive play inside, almost scored. They only have about 6 inches for a touchdown. They might want to run that same play with Wilkerson.
I think they'll take him wide. Here he goes. Wilkerson again is stopped. And he may have lost yardage this time. Darrell Holmes and Tracy Simeon on the tackle. If there is a weakness that everybody talks about, the run and shoot, it's inside the red zone, down in tight.
Well, the history says that it has had problems scoring inside the 5-yard line because they don't have tight ends. They use 4 wide receivers.
3rd and goal at the 1. Graham. Sacked. Roland Putzer. Putzer played for the Steelers in a reserve role. Was placed on the non-football illness.
That has to be disappointing for Graham because they had the ball down to the 2-yard line. They didn't score.
Barry Belay for a 24-yard field goal attempt. Certainly long enough, and it's good. Well, it's not exactly what they wanted. Down that close, tight fit to the goal line, but they do get 3. It's 17-0 Knights. Barry Belay will be kicking off, number 7, and Kador and Harris will be deep for Montreal. Harris at the 16. Harris at midfield. Harris into Knights territory. Tackle finally made by the kicker, Barry Belay. 36-yard return.
Well, the Machine need to get something going, and on special teams, a big return by Harris He's kind of closed into the left side of the sidelines right here. Nice block at the point of attack. Up the sidelines, you see the kicker come in here trying to make a tackle, Belli, and that's really not what he does well. And he gets run over.
I was about to say the machine's about to go in gear, but as you can see, there's a penalty against Montreal, and they'll move them all the way back near the 10. They'll mark it at the 12-yard line, and so once again, the machine will start with poor field position.
They've had problems offensively all year, the machine. Tonight they're having problems with protection. The Knights are deciding to blitz a little bit, and they can't pick up some of their stunts inside, and they're getting a lot of pressure on Kevin Sweeney.
First down, Sweeney, and he throws incomplete.
Sweeney gets a big hit by Schlichten, who beats DeRoche on the left side and comes inside and puts a good stick on Sweeney.
There's a look at Kevin Sweeney, and he has been struggling. He's 3 for 9, Dan, just 20 yards passing tonight.
He drops, oh my, knocks his helmet off. Big hit right up under the jaw of Kevin Sweeney, and that hurts.
I'm glad it's just his helmet. Looked like he got his head knocked off.
His head's still there. Left tackle DeRoche gets beat straight inside. He needs to get him to go outside.
Look at that. He's still feeling that lick.
That's tough. The tough part of being a quarterback. You have to have a guy that can stand in there, and Kevin Sweeney shows that he's a tough guy.
It was Schlichting who hit him.